How to submit your work legibly. You can use an app like Genius Scan. Genius Scan is an orange app with a partial circle, as you can see in the top left corner. When you download the app to your phone, you are able to use your camera function to take a picture of a document, which will then be converted to a PDF document. It's a very simple process. First, what you do is click the plus sign that is located in the bottom left-hand corner. When you do that, you will see that the camera on your phone becomes activated. What you want to do is ensure that you have sufficient lighting of your document or article that you would like to PDF. You also want to make sure that you can see any of the smaller images. So as you notice, on this periodic table, we have some smaller letters and numbers. And so from this further away image, we're not going to be able to see those words or numbers, but we can check in this app to see if they are visible. So what you want to do is hold the camera a reasonable distance away. You will be able to crop the image. Select the circle that is white at the bottom of the screen. It will take an image. Then with that image, you can crop the image. But before you do that, do not forget to rename your document. Select the date on the top of the screen. When you click on it, you can erase that date and enter in a name for your document. In this case, I will call this periodic table. Now, you can add more information, as in colored by groups, to provide some distinguishment. Or if this is a document that you have self-created and you would like to indicate that it is in fact your document, in the name, what you could do is something like underscore, your first and last initial. And that way, when you submit this document, we know that this document belongs specifically to you. You could also add a date if you feel that would be appropriate. Hit the rename button, as you can see at the top, it has renamed your document. Now, this currently looks like an image, and so what we can do is click the wand in the bottom right-hand corner. When you select the wand, you get some editing features. The first is recropping. When you select the recrop button in the bottom left-hand corner, you will see an orange box pop up. Sometimes that is the exact recropping that you want, and other times you have to move it manually. So you can adjust the orange area so that it meets your recropping needs. If for some reason, after you hit the done button in the bottom right-hand corner, you have recropped it in a way that you are not satisfied with, you can hit the recrop button again, and it'll bring you back to the original image, and you can do another recrop until you are satisfied with the area. When you hit done, you can now see this image. Now, this is a great time to see if you can zoom in. So what you can do is use your fingers to zoom in to make sure that you can see the smaller details. In this case, we can read iron 55.85. So this is legible for this very fine print. You want to ensure that the details of your image are also visible. Going back to the wand, you can see that you can change the orientation. So there is an arrow indicating that you can move the image to the left. And there's also an arrow indicating you can move the image to the right. In this format, this is what we sometimes call landscape mode, or you can keep it in portrait mode, depending on what's appropriate for your document. Another thing you can do is click on filters. Filters gives us options, such as black and white. As you can see here, selecting black and white doesn't appear to be appropriate for this image due to the colors not showing up very clearly in the gray and white scale. I wouldn't choose this version. Let's see what color does. Selecting color also produces a low quality image. I would not recommend choosing this image for your work submission either. If you choose photo, as you can see the colors a bit more clearly. And there's the option for no filters as well. I'm going to select photo as I think that produces a decent image quality. There's also the option of changing the format should you want to put this on an A4 document or a letterhead. I'm not going to change it for this, but if you needed that for your document, that is an option. When you're done with your formatting and filters, you can exit out. There is the option to also select text. There is no recognizable text on this, but there is an option to do that if you would like to recognize text on your documents. There is a box with an arrow in the bottom right-hand corner. When you select that, it brings you to an option for sending your PDF document. As you can see in the top, this format is currently in PDF. There are options to change it to JPEG as well. For many work submissions, PDF is the best option. In this case, you can see that this is a 506 kilobyte document. So it gives you an idea. If you would like to reduce the quality so it is a smaller size document, there's the possibility of doing that as well. One of the best ways to send this is to select email. Which is simple. Once you select email, you can type in your email and send the document to yourself, or you can send it to another person's email. In this case, you could also use OneDrive. And so I'm going to select OneDrive. And because I've put my OneDrive in here, all I have to do now is hit send. And what this does is it automatically exports this PDF document to my OneDrive. I can now go to my OneDrive, either on a computer or other device, and search for this document using the title name, periodic table, to access it.